GTA game is so fun.
Hey, what's this guy talking about, man? He's in a rival gang, but he shouldn't be shooting his mouth off like that, saying you dropped me in my sleep. Man, I see him walking down my street every day at 4 o'clock. So you know what? This means war. I'm gonna send a gang message to him and beat him when he's alone. Write that one in your Facebook status, bud.
What do you think you're doing, man?
Just walking home.
Yo, this is my turf. I saw your Facebook post. I know what's going on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know that Facebook post when you called me and my group weak? We're a crew.
That wasn't about you.
It wasn't about me? Yeah, I know it wasn't about me. It was about my whole team. You can't be doing like that stuff because I'm gonna wreck you silly, bud. You know what I'm saying? Yo, get off my back, bro. You can't be doing that, man.
Police, freeze! Hey, you get back here! Are you okay?
Yeah, fine.
Do you need a medic?
No, I'm good.
What happened? Who was that? Did you know him?
Some guy just came up to me and he started beating me. He said something about Facebook. There was like a post or something. I don't know what he was talking about.
You need to come with me. We need to make a report.
Alright.
Can you stand?
Yes.
Oh, don't worry. We're gonna call the CSI team. They're gonna find him.
Alright, so we got a call about assault. So we gotta patrol the area, see if we can find any evidence. Hopefully this can help lead to the salvation of this case. So Alpha, look around, see if you can find anything. Let me know if you do.
Hey, Alpha, I found something.
Wait a minute. I'm Beta. But what did you find?
Boy, this guy sure does look like a criminal. Oh, he's really ugly.
I found another card.
Hot golly, that's even worse than the first one.
Alright, so we got these two pieces of evidence. Here, you hold on to this, Alpha.
Alright.
Oh, hot golly, what is this? Looks like a string or something from a sweater. Well, I better put this in a bag. This gotta go to the lab. This could be our big break, Alpha.
Boy, we really needed a big break after that whole wiener dog incident last week. Anyways, you know anything about this guy that we could find out his location, perhaps?
I think I know where his whereabouts are. I think we should do a stakeout.
Stakeout? Good plan, Alpha. This calls for Team Alpha and Beta, protecting the law.
Perfect match.
Alpha, do you read? This is Beta. Clear?
Roger that, Beta. I'm in position for the stakeout. I'm well hidden. There ain't no way he's gonna find me.
Alpha, look alive. I see him coming your direction. What the? Get back here.
Freeze, you've been arrested. You have the right to remain silent. Alright, this is Kingston Penitentiary. You've been arrested. Line up back against the wall for your mugshot, and here's your sheet. Alright, to your left. To your right. Alright, I'll take your sheet and you can go sit over here. The judge will be coming.
All rise.
You may be seated. We're here for the Johnson versus Smith case. Mr. Johnson, would you like to give me the rendition of what happened that day?
I was walking home and I seen Mr. Smith leaning against the wall, and I walked by and he started yelling at me and stuff, and then he just put me up against the wall and he started punching me. And then a cop came over and he ran off.
All right. In the police report, it says you were severely beaten. Did you throw any punches back at him?
I didn't throw any punches back.
Mr. Smith, would you like to give me your rendition of the story?
Well, I saw him talking smack on Facebook, and that's something you don't do because we're both in gangs, and you can't do that stuff. That's like breaking the code. So what I did was I went up to him and I saw him and I presumed to beat him up because you just crossed the line. You can't do that. He started talking all this stuff about how we're weak, how we're soft, and you can't do that, man. You got it. Snitches get stitches.
Mr. Smith, do you have the Facebook posts with you?
Yeah, the Facebook post. No, I don't.
Mr. Smith, since you have absolutely no evidence, I'm going to Mr. Johnson and see what he has to say about the Facebook posts.
I'm not too sure what he's talking about, but the only thing that comes to mind is a few days ago I made a Facebook status about this game I was playing, saying how the opposite gangs were easy to beat and stuff.
So this Facebook status had absolutely nothing to do with Mr. Smith and his friends.
Right, Your Honor, it was all just about the video game.
Ah, I see. Mr. Smith, did you bother at all to ask him if this had anything to do with your gang or if it was just a post?
Well, you see, no, I didn't. You know, us gang members, we just got to go on our instinct, and unfortunately, this just didn't pay off. So, oh well.
Unfortunately, Mr. Smith, this is not about you and your personal issues that you need to take care of. This is about a serious crime that you committed and will have to be punished for.
Well, actually, joke's on you because I was lying the whole time and I didn't do any of that. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, Mr. Smith, I do know what you're saying because we have evidence. Sweater fibers from the sweater you're wearing right now and your YMCA card along with your student ID card that were found at the crime scene. Mr. Smith, can you please refrain from trying to take off your sweater?
Fine.
Mr. Johnson, what are you charging Mr. Smith with exactly?
Pressing charges for assault.
Okay, now we're going to take a short recess. The jury will make their decision and we will come back and we will have our verdict.
All rise.
You may be seated. We have the verdict.
Representing the jury, we have reached a decision in the case of Johnson versus Smith. We find Mr. Smith guilty of all charges.
Juror number 1, do you agree with the verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 2, do you agree with the verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 3, do you agree with the verdict?
I agree.
Juror number 4, do you agree with the verdict?
Yep.
Juror number 5, do you agree with the verdict?
Yep.
Juror number 6, do you agree with the verdict?
Und yes.
In the case of Johnson versus Smith, Mr. Smith, you are charged with $500 fee and 300 hours of community service. Mr. Smith, do you understand these charges? If you do, next week, you will be asked to report to the Community Service Center. And if you do not report to the center, you will be placed in jail. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand. I'm grabbing my cards, I'm grabbing my sweater fibers, and I'm out.
Peace.
We got our man Alpha, and we're probably going to get a big raise for that. Remember, kids, you can't do the time, don't do the crime.